Hey guys, we're back again. We got a new project at the house. You guys remember this truck? We got her put back together temporarily. Let's move her around. But this is the wife's little brother, Oren. This is his S10. This is actually V8 swap. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. What? I'm not a Chevy guy, so I can't tell you how to open this hood. Oh, got it. Ah, my finger. Yep. Just a regular 350. It's actually different than what I thought it was. I thought this was TBI 350, but looks like it's not, which is a good thing. It's got it here. We're gonna do a few things to it. Since he's staying with me now, I'm gonna try to talk him into pulling the motor to go through it, clean it up, do a little bit of maybe some Amazon heads, a cheap cam kit, a good intake and carb. I've been watching An Old Man's Garage lately. If you don't know him, if you know Billy the Kid with the white S10, the Old Man's his dad, go check out their channels. The Old Man does a lot of stuff with small block Chevys, and there's a certain carburetor that he uses, and he's proven good time over time. So I'm gonna try to talk little brother into getting one of those. But that's it. It's just 350 stock manifolds off whatever this motor came out of. They welded some plates to the frame to move the motor mounts forward for it to fit. It's got a HEI distributor. I'm gonna try to get rid of that. Do some stuff to this. Try to help him out. Truck's already a little peppy how it is, but he needs a little more. It's got, oh, there we go. It's got a B&M non-ratcheting shifter. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, do a little bit of research. So that's that. So we got that going on. Got the old Purple Nurple, the original truck that started this channel. We got Dixie, a little more torn apart than last time you seen her. Tires are only off because I was going to put them on my other truck, but the adapters I bought were the wrong ones, so those went back and I never did use the wheels. But I wish I would have showed you guys the intake before I put it on. I fully ported it. It's nowhere near even in the ports. It's just the first one I hogged it all the way out as far as I can, and I was gonna do that with the other couple, but I was trying to rush through it. So I don't know what we're gonna do with this one. I don't know if we're gonna drill a hole in the end of the throttle body and screw a nitrous jet in there and spray it till it blows and then build something, or I got a little Chevy 4.3 with a 200 R4 out of a G-body Monty that I might build and throw in it, because from the research I've been doing, it shares similar parts with a small block Chevy piston wise, so I don't got to worry about pistons. And do a little mild build on that, spray it or turbo it. But in here, got customer caddy. We got the 7.3 that's going into Dixie. This one, guy I got this motor from fucked it up. Ran out of starting fluid instead of checking oil. Make sure there's oil in there for the injectors to fire. And wipe the bearings. The crank is fine. The crank's fine. It's nice and smooth. Rod journal. Main journal is all fine. It's just the bearings. Needs re-bearinged. It's alright. I'll do that. These pistons don't gotta come out of the block. So that's that. That down there is the block, the 480,000 mile block that came out of Dixie, that there was nothing wrong. And that's the 4-cylinder that I got from my cousin to put the motor together for the purple nurple. That I don't know if I'm gonna build that as a backup motor or what I'm gonna do. Or if I'm gonna build that for Nova, get her a little Fox body for when she gets old enough. Put that together, put it in there with a big turbo. Let her dominate with 4-cylinder. We got a lot to clean up around here before we start working on stuff though. I want to try to get it to where I can get over there more. Might pull those boxes out of there. Move this over further. Build some shelves to store these on over there or something, or back here in the corner over the Cadillac so that it's out of the way. But I really need to get started on this to get this the hell out of here. Oil burner didn't last too long. It got too hot, melted a hole in my stainless steel bowl, so there's that. So gonna have to do something about a heater. Yeah, that's about it. Got the wife's truck out here. Still gotta go work on the trains for that. Get that put back together so we can finally get a spare vehicle. And the neon guys. The neon has not been out at all this season. We've been having head issues. The first one we had, there's a little bit of damage to the cam journals and it was warped. So due to the damage on the cam journals, it is no longer usable. It's scrap. And then I had a head that a buddy of mine gave me. He also gave me a set of cams with it. The head was cracked from the valve seat to a spark plug hole. And I don't got the money to have that fully welded, machined, all that work. That's gonna be too much for my budget. So me and the wife found another head. It was hand ported. Not a good job, but runnable. So we went and got it. Spent, I don't know, $50 on it. And then it was a little warped. It either wasn't machined properly, or torqued properly, or untorqued properly, I don't know. But the guy said he used it for mock-up, never ran it. So we thought it was good, got it home, it was warped. So we spent $350 getting it all machined, valve job, everything. Put it on, and seeing that the cam journals and the original head were messed up, that means the cams were messed up. So I took that extra set of cams front that my buddy gave me, put them in there, and the exhaust side cam had to have been bent or something. As soon as we went to go start it, it rotated over a couple times. We heard some ticking, stopped. Tried again. It sputtered. We heard a crack and a bunch of loud tinging. So we stopped. Pulled the front timing cover. Went to go bump it over. Cam gear's not moving. Or no, the cam gear is moving. the bolt was not, which means the cam was not spinning. So it snapped the locator pin off. So then I ordered a set of stage 1 cams. Those came in. We went out to my stepdad's, dad's, to put them on. Got out there, pulled all the cams out. The exhaust cam destroyed the head. Like, out of the other 2 heads I got, the cam journals in those, even though they're messed up, are immaculate compared to what this head looked like. It was mangled. The cam cap was stuck onto the cam. We had to knock it off with a wrench. There's no reason that should have been like that. You should have been able to pick it up with 2 fingers, pull it right off. Should even fell off. It should not be that tight on the cam. But it wasn't. It was like basically welded to the cam. So that head and cam setup's junk. So now I gotta find another head. I got stage 1 cams. I had a buddy that just recently went and bought one, a Neon. Dude had an extra SRT4 motor. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to buying it before he gets rid of it. So that's out of the question now. So now I need to find a head. And I gotta figure out if I'm gonna freshen up that motor. Do a ball hone on it. Home ball hone. Set of fresh pistons and rings. Bearings. New head. The stage 1 cams. And I'm thinking about going with the new Turbo Bay turbo. It's supposed to be their biggest big wheel stock style turbo that's offered now. They just released it. With a set of I forgot the name of the head studs, but the good ones. Alright guys, that's about it for tonight. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Later.